Different lighting sources can completely change the look and feel of your scene. So let's get into the difference between a Fresnel, a par, soft source, and open face light sources. A Fresnel lens has a stepped concentric lens, which can cause either a spotted or a flooded look, depending on how close the light is to the glass element. It is considered a hard light, however, it is a shapeable light. Next we have pars, or parabolic aluminized reflectors. This is a lamp inside a highly reflective housing that points out a very narrow, powerful beam. They are intense and punchy, however, they are very hard to control. Think of them as good replicators for sunlight or backlit rain. The beam itself is, however, not uniform and often needs spotting, medium, or flooding in order to control it a little bit more. Open face fixtures have no lens at all. It's just a bare bulb inside a reflective housing. This gives you maximum output in terms of wattage, however, very little to no control. The beam is uneven and spills everywhere, and if you're to use it, you're going to need a lot of white and black flags to control it as much as possible. It is, however, useful if you want a very raw source or you want it to be bounced back into an environment. And finally, we have soft sources. Soft sources are the lighting sources that are meant to be diffused. These are LED panels, space lights, softboxes. An example is the RE Sky panel. They scatter light more broadly with less shadow definition than the previous sources we've discussed. Instead of harsh beams, you get gentle fall off and flattering skin tones. They're ideal for interviews or naturalistic interiors. So think of all the sources we discussed briefly this way. Fresnels are controlled and hard. Pars are powerful and focused. Open-faced are very raw and they can be punchy if used properly, and soft sources are more forgiving and flattering.